guys, what's going on? So about 5 years ago, you guys remember what was sitting over here? Yep, Great American Farm Tour. Whoa, they're back, Mr. Rhodes himself. We got some pro tips, hold tight. Whoa,
there we go.
There's the man himself.
Outfit's changed a little bit. You hooked me up with a Green Dreams hat.
No button down.
I'm a little relaxed in the t-shirt.
All right, so what do you got for us? What are we gonna talk about?
Well, I've been looking at your yard, and I want to give you guys 5 tips, homestead tips, kind of from my book, The Rooted Life. And I think there's no better place than to start at Zone 0. I've just been looking around your farm and looking at it as a homestead. You're doing a lot of things right. Let's look at some of the top things. A lot of people don't know where to start. Start right outside your door. That's something Pete is really good at. He's got bananas growing, jamming right here. Well, Pete, you help me out. Bananas. Well, what is literally right outside your door?
Ginger.
He's got ginger, and then what's this one?
That's a firebush, just a native plant.
So good. Why? I mean, it's right outside your door. It's easy to maintain. Folks really don't know where to start. Why not start? What if this was your walkway to your driveway? You're going to pass it often. You're going to see weeding that needs to be done. You're going to see fruit that's ripe and ready to go. Whatever. And then if you can't cultivate and manage the spot right outside your door, your windowsill, your apartment porch, how are you going to manage a yard? If you can't manage a yard, how are you going to manage half an acre? If you can't manage a half an acre, how are you going to manage 5 acres? Start right outside your door, because if you won't do right outside your door, you're not going to do a grand scale. The second thing, start right outside the door of your heart. What do you like to grow? Don't grow anything you don't like to grow. Don't grow kale because it's cool. Grow kale because you like it. Don't grow tomatoes because they're cool. I'm going to show you this. Pete came out here with us just earlier today, and he chopped this banana tree right. Pete, you left your machete out here.
Oh man!
We chopped this banana tree down. It fell there. We picked up. Let's go get some of that right now, Pete. Right. So we chopped that banana.
And one on the backside's perfect.
And let me tell you, right here.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So if I were living here, I'd do just like you, and I'd have bananas right outside my door, because I absolutely love them. I don't care what anybody would say. I don't care what the HOA or what anybody says, or even Rebecca. I mean, you are gonna have to deal with that. Rebecca doesn't like bananas, so I'm also gonna have to find something else that she also likes. I can grow bananas for me, but think about what the spouse likes too. You got to think about those dynamics and not just about you. This is a tip you might not think of, and I'm just picking up on things that I'm just seeing as I'm walking around Pete's house. When we got here for this time here, there was chairs all around this campfire. They had had a New Year's Eve party. Stay at home. If you want to be successful at homesteading, you got to do the first part of that word. Homesteading. It doesn't mean you cut out your social life. We are the most socialized homebodies you'll ever know. And Pete's behind the camera shaking his head. The party comes to you as a homesteader. Since we've been here, there's a moment where your dog went after a chicken, but you guys were here to intervene that. If you're off lollygagging around and nobody's around, nobody's there to stop that. Okay, if your chickens get out, if your pigs get out or whatever. Rebecca and I share one car. We work from home. We homeschool. She even gives birth at home. Okay, so people home church. There's all kinds of things that you can do. There was a time in our life we had the mobile chiropractor would come to our house. We have a mobile groomer for our dog that comes to our house. We're just trying to bribe the dentist and our new chiropractor. They're in town. We're trying to get them to come to town. Amazon ships, Whole Foods ships. So it's really important to stay at home and build your life around that. And just like this should show, you don't have to be some social hermit. It's cool nowadays for folks to come and come out to the farm, even with normal people, even with your normal friends and family. It's cool. The other thing I would say is to make a plan. You don't build a house without a plan, so why are you going to build a homestead without a plan? And it doesn't have to be this grandiose. You don't have to be some professional. You can just sketch some things out on the piece of paper, but you do have to have before you even go into a plan, you have to know what you want. You have to have a goal. Start coming up with a goal, and a specific goal. Come up with yourself and say, I want to grow 50% of my food by, and give yourself a date. 50% of my food by the end of summer. And then you met that goal or you didn't. But what's also important to do and know, it's a little trickier with these permanent trees, so be really careful planting permanent trees. You make any mistakes planting permanent trees, Pete?
No.
You didn't? You didn't make any mistakes?
Permanent bamboo.
Permanent bamboo, you've made some mistakes?
Yeah.
Okay, so he made his mistakes with permanent bamboo. So if it's easier with gardens and with chickens, you think they're gonna go good here, and maybe you've invested in it. Maybe you give them a permanent compost corner where the chickens are in there, and this permanent place, you build a nice fence, and then you find out it's not working out. You gotta be able to, what I call, rework the plan. And as Jeff Lawton, my permaculture teacher, taught me, you make a plan, because it's easier to make a mistake on paper. And it can, again, it doesn't have to be this, I am not a professional drawer. Sometimes it's on napkins. Sometimes I'll admit it's in my head, and that's fine too. Make that plan. Don't get married to it though. Go out and do that plan, and then when it messes up, take a break, put your hand on your heart, even if it's visually. I don't think I ever literally do this. I should. Take a deep breath. And I'm reminding myself to do this. Take a deep breath. Jeff would say go in and have a nice cup of hot tea. So if it's not a physical reset like that, a hot tea, at least you're just having this mental reset, and you rework that plan. Don't get married to it because you've put time, money, and energy into it. That's what you want to be a sunk cost. You have to now move forward, because why are you going to torture and continue to do wrong things just because you have put time, money, and energy into this thing? It's a human instinct, but you've got to realize that and be willing to move on and make change, even though you put effort into that, because you want to, every day is a new day. Every step is a new step. Don't beat yourself up. Just start anew and just do better next time. This is another cool thing that you're doing really well that I talk about in the book, and that is you're having chickens. You have these amazing food forests and these gardens. Why not make them work together? Have the plants and animals do the work of the farm. You're a permaculturist, right, Pete? That's the motto, right? So you have these chickens in this amazing Premier One mobile electric net. Mobile. You also have them in this mobile coop, this coop that you move around from day to day. The chickens go up in it at night. Half their manure load drops at night, so they're dropping manure. You're moving the house. You're spreading, I call it the holy chicken squat love. You're moving that holy chicken squat around the farm, and they're also tilling. Chickens love to work from dawn till dusk. They never stop. Scratching, pecking, going at it. I know this because I live with them for 24 hours. They're about the only thing that outworks me. Somebody called me a chicken once. I was proud of it because they are hard workers, okay? They're working real hard, and then you can kind of see there's some sandy places they're working at. Pete's gonna condense this more, get the chickens in a tighter spot, really get them on doing a till job and a high intensity fertilizer job, and then move them out, and you could plant something like this. If you're in Florida and you want to plant food forest, there you go. If you're an annual gardener, you can move them out and plant your annual garden, your typical crops, your salads, your tomatoes, your cucumbers, things like that. Or what do you have in this perennial garden? You got some.
We've got bananas, moringa, mulberry, avocado, loquat.
And that's what Jeff Lawton was doing in Australia. That's where I first saw it in action. Is he would have these chickens in this net going through here. He would take it to another level and put compost in there for the chickens to turn, help them turn and spin, and that was neat. But then moving them out, planting, whatever. Because then, all of a sudden, Pete doesn't have chickens and food forests. No, he has one system. They're working together. And he comes out here and works on this. He can come out here and collect his eggs and feed the chickens. See what I'm saying? So he doesn't need to be going way over the farm over here to do the chickens, way over the farm over here to do the food forest. It's all, food forest is all there together. So good job, Pete.
Thanks for the pro tips.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna let Justin do some plugging over here because I always get to the point like everybody knows Justin Rhodes, everybody knows your channel, but
Maybe
there might
not.
be some people over here that don't know you.
Sending people my way, and they might not know I just released a book, my first debut book, bestseller on Amazon. It's called The Rooted Life. The tips I just talked about are in there and many others if you guys want to check it out. If you get it before March 1st, before we ship, we got a lot of pre-order bonuses, so check it out at therootedlife.com.
Sweet.
All right, guys, so I appreciate Justin coming with the family, coming to hang out again, give us some awesome pro tips. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. If you haven't subscribed to his channel yet, head on over, be sure to do so. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you hit that bell to stay notified. Most importantly, get out there and pound some dirt.